Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Well, we should be in for a fast-paced game tonight, Coach. Both of these teams excel at creating fast break opportunities.
Look, Kevin, you're right. Both of these teams prefer to get out and attack before the other can get their defense set. They want to use their speed and athleticism, and they need to get as many easy buckets as they possibly can.
And in tight, Dinwiddie's got a good sense of how to be effective. Whether it's with the power or finesse, he can find a way to beat his man.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
On the inbound, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
There's the pick. Puts up a deep three. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed his second after making his first. And just about a minute into the first quarter. He gets it in there.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Gabriel. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's Dinwiddie. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket tonight.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
There's the pick. Fires the three. Gabriel with the rebound.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The putback. Pass to Key. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Goes back up. It's good.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Here's Dinwiddie. Missed inside. Lets it go from deep. That one misses.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
There's the screen. The three. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Three-pointer. Cans it from downtown. He has 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's more. Spencer Dinwiddie missing his last shot. Takes the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now more. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Good on the triple. Moore's got 5.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Now here's Dinwiddie, trailing by 4. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Out to the right wing. Second shot opportunity. De Silva with the rebound. Pass to Dinwiddie. That one goes. Count it. Here's more. 5 points in the game. Here's Key. Just 5 on the clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Lucic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And he makes the first. So both teams changing it up here. And so Moore nails both of them. Here's Jovic. Driving in. Here's McCormick. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Now here is Harris. Shot from the inbound. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. From 6 away. That shot misses.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Comes up empty down low. Pass to McCormick. Over to the wing. Shoots from the baseline. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Now Taylor. .54 seconds left here in the first quarter. Fires from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Here's McCormick. And Costello pulls it down. Down low. Here's Thompson. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
And the free throw, no good. A steal. .14 feet away. Second chance shot. No good at the rim. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. They're up by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Out to Harris. Clock at 6. To the wing right side. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Out left to the wing. From downtown. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 6.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Costello can't hit.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Jovic buries it down low. Jovic has got his first basket.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Pass to Thompson. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And the layup falls.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To the paint. Can't get it to fall. Left side, Taylor. Shot clock at 5. McCormick with the rebound. To the inside. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. To the middle. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Right side, Taylor. Latre nailed from three-point land. Taylor's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Jovic. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now, here's Taylor. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
They set the pick. And he jams it with authority.
Well, Dinwiddie is a clever playmaker, using the pick there to create an opening for his teammate.
Pass to Taylor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one is off.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Well, that's a rarity for him, not being able to cash in on the trip to the line.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Inside. Now Now here's Taylor, the fast break opportunity. No good with the layup. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Over to the left wing. It's stolen by Taylor. That one, no good. There's a screen. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking, we'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
Montero, no good. Dinwiddie, right side. Pass to De Silva. On target from 13 feet.
Yeah, the more he knocks those down, the more confidence this coaching staff's going to have in him.
Here's Key. To the inside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Key's got 4 this quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Now here's Taylor. Pass to Key. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Down low. There's 57 seconds left here in the second. Pass to De Silva. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Here's Montero. Still without a basket. Thompson outside. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
It's picked off. And here's the break. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And the first half is now in the books. Up 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Moore outside. To the wing on the left. From outside the arc. No good on that one.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. plastered to the shooter.
Here's Baldwin. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. 9 points in the game so far.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
For 3, Harris. No good that time. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Jacks up a 3. The shot off that time.
Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break. Missing their first 3 shots.
And the shot goes in.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
It's good.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
And that one, good.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Here he goes. Montero, no good.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
The layup off target. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Sinks the triple.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And that one misses. And he can't hit the second. There's the steal. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Whoops, they pick off the pass.
Well, at this level, you can't afford to telegraph your passes.
For the lead, Baldwin. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's turned over.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Just 1 point separating the teams. Here's Montero. Scoreless thus far. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. And that one's good. Keen.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact. Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Here's Montero. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Near the three-point line, it's more. McCormick with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. They set the pick. Here's Montero. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 6 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Costello pulls it down. To the inside. Moore with the bucket. Moore's got 9.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
They set the pick. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pass to Taylor. Moore, left side. There's the triple. De Silva with the rebound.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
They get the rebound. And Larry Brown wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Dinwiddie outside. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Here's Gabriel. He has yet to score. Swiped away. On the wing, Thompson. Inside. Costello, good. Costello's got his first bucket of the night.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Thompson looking for an opening. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. For the 3. Missed for the first time from the floor. Puts him at 7 for 8. There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. And Costello pulls it down. Now here's Taylor. 6 points for him. Puts up a 3. Connects from three-point range. Taylor's got his 3rd basket of the night. Stolen by Thompson. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 11. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Jovic. And he banks in the layup.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Takes a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And he drives in. A putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
On the wing, Thompson. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Pass to Harris. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Good, nice job down low.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row. And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He misses the free throw. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Outside, Taylor. They set the screen. Here's Key. Misses the 3.
And they had some box coverage that turned into no coverage.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Beyond the arc. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Jovic. Lays it up and banks it in. Jovic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
It's Thompson off the drive. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, Coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
6 to shoot. Taylor. Nice form on the 20-footer.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Down low. Off with the layup. Three-pointer. And they call an illegal screen here.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Here's Jovic. Moore with the steal. Here's the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Jovic. Shot to stop the run. Can't get the layup. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Thompson, left side. And here is Moore. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops.
And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Crosses over, and the layup is up and in. Moore's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, he's been resourceful tonight, not wasting opportunities.
Stolen away. Thompson left side. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Lucic into the lane, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Thompson with the bucket.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
.133 left in the game. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And the shot goes in.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
And with the ability to make clean, crisp passes, Dinwiddie makes those around him better. You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Thompson outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Dinwiddie outside. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carryovers into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
And so they get the victory here at home. This game may not